We continue to check in with the Milwaukee Admirals during this health situation across the world. I'm Aaron Sims, and joined now by Admirals forward Rem Pitlick, who is on the road. Rem, you were telling me that you just like to get out, clear the head, listen to some music, do whatever, just drive around a little bit.
Yep, that's exactly what I said. I think during this time, it's definitely been really interesting. But I don't know. Like I feel like as a hockey player, and obviously as an athlete, we train and we have like these regimented, really rigid schedules. And sometimes I like to mix it up and just be creative with my day. And I really enjoy driving and listening to music or listening to podcasts, audiobooks, whatever the case may be. And I guess I was called or felt inclined to go for a nice drive today, mix it up, and so I just went with it.
It's kind of like a hockey game in itself. It's one thing to be rigid and have a plan, but you also have to have the creativity and the ability to freelance a little bit and go off the schedule a little bit to make some plays happen.
Yeah, so you're saying like comparing my life to hockey.
That's right. Yeah, which never happens, right? Which never happens. You never get your life compared to hockey.
I think it's so funny you say that. I think people who know me well will laugh at that if they hear that. But no, I think for sure that's a really good point. It's just funny. Like, yeah, I think life isn't really much different from hockey or whatever. It's like it's all the same stuff. I guess, yeah, maybe it was a little bit too deep for something like this, but yeah, no, I think you experience the same things, whether you're working out, you're playing hockey, you're going to the grocery store, you're driving a car. Like, it's all the same stuff. I feel like it's it's all in your head. And like, what makes you float? What floats your boat? What makes you tick? Like, what do you want? And yeah, I just wanted to break it up now and be creative.
That statement, that question comes from. I've been spending a lot of time with my shrink in this break here, so maybe that's where that where it comes from a little bit. So what have you been doing? I mean, how do you don't have access to ice right now, I'm assuming, right? And we all have to work under the assumption that the season is going to resume sometime, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think, it comes back to the hockey is no different than life. Like hockey's a part of me and I love it. So it's no really different than when I'm playing or I'm not playing right now. I genuinely enjoy the lessons and what I've learned through hockey and just following something that I love. But yeah, there's no ice right now, but I'm very fortunate that my dad actually runs a private lessons business at our house. So we have a nice little area for shooting pucks and tiles and stuff like that for the flooring. So my brother and I have just been rollerblading downstairs and stick handling and shooting in our little area there. And so that's kind of been like the closest thing for me with skating and just that type of stuff. But I'm pretty fortunate that I kind of have the tools to, do what I need to do to stay prepared and, continue growing, whatever happens with the season, preparing for next season, all those types of things. But where was I going with that? I was going to say, oh yeah, that something that I've kind of come to terms with and accepting is that, I've been through it too many times, with taking a little break or this or that, and all the guys know it. Maybe it's just all stuck in our heads and we can't get out of it. But I really believe that there's nothing like skating and battling in practice. Like I've tried to train cardio too hard, like too many times in my life to think it's going to make a difference on the ice. It doesn't. There's nothing like hockey. And, I'm just doing the best I can, training every day and, enjoying it and being creative. And yeah, I mean, I'm doing my best. And I guess that's all I really can ask of myself and anyone can ask of themselves. So,
well, for anybody, absolutely. And it is one thing to, yes, you can train, but at the same time, you got to try to find some enjoyment somewhere. Right. And obviously we're talking to you now, you're looking for that, but I mean, you got to, if it's a season, if this was a game day, say, or if this was a practice day, excuse me, let's not say a game day. If this was a practice day, you'd be going to a movie right now, or you'd be whatever you do to kill some time, to have some fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess I don't really have anything to say that. Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. Like it's allowed me to, I think this has been like a really interesting time for all of us and myself included, just like kind of being able to sit back and reflect. This is forced time off, and just being able to be creative and really kind of sit back and like ask myself, why am I doing these things, or like what makes me happy, or why? Yeah, just being able to ask why, and not be so stuck in a routine that I don't have enough time to sit with myself and ponder on some things that, I enjoy to do, or why I'm doing this or doing that, and those types of things.
Well, I applaud your outlook and I applaud your behavior. That's fantastic. Let's talk a little bit about the way the season was going. It kind of been a little back and forth for a bit, but the way the Admirals finished up those 6 games when the season was postponed, starting with that trip to Colorado and ending with that morning game against San Antonio, that was some great hockey the Admirals were playing there.
Yeah, I think obviously, it's never a perfect season, but we all know that it's been a fantastic season, and it is what it is. And I guess there's not much to be said. It obviously has been like a record-breaking year. We all know that. It's been great. We've all grown in many areas and gotten better as people, players, all the above, all the stuff we've been talking about. But here we are, and it goes to show, kind of coming back to, like this quarantine and what's going on. Like it's crazy to think we're so stuck in our little bubble of being hockey players, and we're having a great season, this or that, and everyone vice versa. Everyone has their different aspects of life. They need to go to Wall Street and do their thing, or I'm a grocery store person, whatever. And then all of a sudden everything's put on halt. And I don't know, I think it's obviously bad. Like there's a lot of bad that's happening. People are dying, and like less of those people, but at the same time, like this is a true opportunity, I believe, to grow and just wonder what's going on, like what's important. Like it can be wiped away that fast, and I'm not trying to get deeper. All like I don't think that's like overly deep. It's just like, it's facts. Like it really hit me in the face that hockey can shut off this quick. Like your life could shut off that quick. Like people are dying, all this stuff. So I think it's been a really interesting opportunity for me to just like be more curious about what's going on.
Well, and I think people watching this, I think it's a good lesson. Again, not to get too deep, but it's a good lesson to ponder, to be thoughtful, to all of that stuff. I mean, it's I can sit here and be frustrated, and I have been frustrated by staying at home and sitting with the kids. But at the same time, it's a blessing because I wouldn't have this time with the kids, right? It's that kind of thing. It's how you look at it. It's like everything in life. It's how you look at it.
Exactly. I absolutely agree with that. And yeah, I find myself getting frustrated too. And it's one of those things where like I have these moments of like clarity where like, wow, like this is really cool, like life, what's going on. But then like I feel like I'm learning the lessons, and I know like when things go back to normal, like I'm still me. I still have my, my human nature, whatever you want to believe in. And it's just like I will snap back and like get frustrated or like go back to my old self. But it's just, I think it's always bringing yourself back to what you love or what you feel is going on. I don't know if that even makes any sense.
Yeah,
But
it sure does.
It's been really interesting, and I don't mean to like be coming off overly positive or this or that, because people are dying and people are sick, and I'm blessed to not be sick right now. And people are out of jobs, we're all these things, but I mean, what else can we do? Like, what else can you do? So
Right. You had said you're listening to some podcasts. What podcasts do you listen to?
I listen to a lot. I listen to Spit and Chicklets. I listen to a lot of, different health things, hockey. It's more primarily centered around health and hockey. So
Yeah.
I'll keep it broad like that. I don't want to get too many weird looks. So.
That's fine. Rem Pitlick joining us. So have you kept in touch? Have there been any meetings with the team? Have you kept in touch with players, coaches? Are you texting? Are you Zooming? What are you doing there?
Yeah, we've had a couple calls. The team, we did a little thing, a week or two ago. Losing track of time, but that's okay. Sometimes just need to get away from it. But I kept in touch with a couple of guys, and I think everyone's able to spend time with their loved ones. So I mean, maybe not as much as I should keep in touch or whatever, but I'm focused on being with my family right now. Like it's been fantastic being able to just connect with them, like I guess forcefully, and it just allows like I feel like sometimes when we have family gatherings or with different friends, everyone's so busy and it's like looking over your shoulder, like, yeah, how you doing? And then like on to the next thing. But like we're forced to sit here and enjoy ourselves and just, we have nothing else to do. So it's just like, I don't know. I really think it's cool. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear, and it's good to see you. It's great to see you, as a matter of fact. And stay well. All the best to your family too. And we can't wait. We hope to finish this thing up, but if not, we hope to see you in the near future.
Yep. Same to you. I hope you're all well, and thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
All right. Admirals forward Rem Pitlick joining us. Thanks, Rem.
Thank you.